Okay, in this video we're looking at some of the core concepts of striking successfully from a position where this person has control from the bottom, a guard or bottom control position as we would call it. Some of the core components that will keep you successful with both pressure on and places and room to strike. From here, when we're caught down in a tight position and presuming that we haven't got the ability to sit up or open up a little bit, there's a few things that you need to concentrate on. Number one, the base itself. The knee should be nice and wide because you need to prevent reversals. So these leg placements here shouldn't be anywhere near the person's backside unless you're setting up a specific pass or submission attempt from there. In their basic placement, they should be out nicely to the sides. We just swing Millsy for a second. The feet from here, you need to be up onto the balls of the feet as often as possible. Now for some people this is not particularly comfortable and they have to be flat for a period of time, but it's an advantage if you can come up onto the balls of the feet. From here, not only is it a good place to get leverage in general, because I can be driving through the feet, but also when I go to strike, I can push through the balls of the feet in order to get a little more power into the punches, elbows, whatever I'm choosing to do. So up on the balls of the feet and nice and wide with the knees. The hand placements are also absolutely key to defend from submissions and to keep yourself in a place where you've got the best chance of being successful with your strikes. My hand should be effectively on the insides of Millsy's arm placements and on the correct sides. And by correct sides, we mean this arm should be on this side of the body here, not across this side of the body here. Anytime my arm gets anywhere near the centre line, particularly in my elbow from here, it's going to give Millsy opportunities for submissions. I don't want him to start to wrap up on this arm and start moving the hips around, so I have to keep my elbows on the same sides here that they're physically located on in the first place, so not letting me get passed across. Hand placements will depend on how this person's moving, but essentially keep them on the inside. I don't want to be on the outside of Millsy's arms from here, where he can control and block the punches. I want to be on the insides as often as possible. I could be on the shoulders, on occasions I might be on the neck, often I'll be just on the tops of the arms around the biceps from here, but I need to keep them on the inside and the elbows on the correct sides and tucked in. Finally, my hand shouldn't be on the floor. If I'm posturing on the floor from here, I'm in danger of those arms again being submitted into shoulder rotations or Kimura kind of positions. So hands on the inside, tucked in and not on the floor. Finally, my head. Swing Millsy again from here. My head should be driving onto the person in most situations. Every time I relax and chill my head back from here, it gives Millsy opportunities, whether that's strikes, bang, coming from here, or whether it's extending and setting up submissions from here. I do not want to have my head just relaxed on the body in this shape. So there's no absolute golden rules here. You have to do different things at different times. And other times you might be being forced into a particular position. But in general, I want to keep the head up here and hassling on the person. So I should be looking, same way I would if I was forcing through in a clinch. So even when you're hassling with the head, you've still got to be particular with the eyes. I'm not out here like this, I'm turned and looking into the person from here. This way when I do come to strike, bang, from here, I'll have a clean look at the person and I'll be able to control very well with the head up to that point. Striking in particular, we'll look at individual pieces really in detail another time with a couple of key points. When you're striking in circular motions from here, because on the ground we don't have a lot of room to move the body, we need to make sure we get a lot of action through the elbow joint in particular. And we have to be careful because straightening the arm up gives Millsy opportunities, but if I deem it safe to do so, then opening the elbow joint up and closing it from here gives me a good shot at a lot of speed, which is going to equate to a decent amount of power. So when I'm coming into circular motions, I need to be opening the elbow and bang, closing the elbow onto the targets. Not just a bent arm and trying to deliver with a short range shoulder from there. In times where I'm tied down, that might be necessary, but when I can get it, I'm going to open up and close. If I'm coming straight with the strikes, then again it's back to using the feet. So use the feet to drive them forwards, get some good momentum. Same deal, coming in with the elbows, weight forwards, drive onto the person and strike from here. Finally, a little head up as you come for the strike is going to be very useful too. So I might be on the head from here, and then I'm going to look up, bang, strike, and back down. As long as we're a little bit careful with it, I mean, do it for a split second, that's fine. Particularly if I get caught down a little bit, here on the chest, I can lift up, strike, and place my head back where I want it to be from there. So once more quickly, key concepts here, knees wide, so that you're very stable, up onto the balls of the feet, as often as you can, hands on the inside positions, and elbows tucked in, and head hassling as often as is appropriate.